Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Whew. It is Sharing Saturday. How is everyone out in childhood cancer land and beyond? Here, there, everywhere. Here, there, everywhere. It's Sharing Saturday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't want to jump on right now while I have a few moments to just share a little bit. First of all, I would like to just say keep your prayers going for any and everyone who was affected by this date 5 years ago with the tragic loss of so many lives, so many lives that were lost, so many people involved with the lives that was lost, so many people who were injured and hurt, so many people who not just the people involved, but everyone who, near and far, who it impacted. And as they remember the Pulse event, I just ask you to keep your hearts prayerful that we one day do overcome hate and evil with love and happiness and forgiveness. And who knows what's in the minds of people who seek out to do harm or evil to others, but we would hope that we would begin to live in a better place, especially now with so much going on. But we would want to first forgive and then love, get rid of all bitterness and anger, and have a conversation. I sent out a message to my children last week, and at the end of the message I said, let's talk. Sometimes we just need open and honest communication. Not saying that that's going to make life better, but if we communicate our feelings and our thoughts, it will help so much more greatly when we're trying to be impactful and positive in life. Sometimes we sweep things under the rug so high until we begin to trip over the pile. But we definitely want to see a better world going forward. So as they remember this day that started, I guess, at 2 o'clock in the morning, my heart is full. No one should ever take another person's life, but in this day and age, we see it all too often in so many different realms and so many different elements with so much stuff. So let's just pray for peace, love, and harmony. And again, that love will overpower hate and evil. We all matter. All of us, every single one of us matters. So that's my Sharing Saturday on that. Next, I have a full day today. Had a full day yesterday. I had a full week, but I have a full day today because I'm out taking care of my own business. But then I have to settle down and really focus and get the rest of the stuff together. If you've seen our post, I'm trying to wait until they make this post public. I've reached out to the coordinator in the event, but we're trying to make the event where we're going to be at tomorrow at Alonzo's Williams Park. I'm excited because we have not had a community event. We haven't been out raising awareness outside of social media for a community event in person as a vendor in a year and about 3.5 months. So tomorrow is it's going to be our first time back in these streets, as they say. We're going to be back in the community, and we're going to be in Apopka, Florida. Come out. If you know anybody who likes bikes, motorcycles, or whatever, the event is Bikes, Boots, and Soul. It's at Alonzo Williams Park. It says live music, food, and fun. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of other things going on. I'm just taking a look at the flyer. But share it when I share it. It's sharing Saturday, so share it. The event time starts at noon. So we want you to be a part of it. Come out and see the other vendors. Come out and see our Double Dutch team. I'm a part of a 40+ club Double Dutch team. And so come out and see our team at work and play as they double dutch and hopscotch and do all kinds of things. Come out and support the food truck vendors. The music is definitely, I know it's going to be nice music. So come out and hang out. Bring your chairs, bring an umbrella, bring some sunscreen. I haven't started peeling yet, so that's a great thing. But make sure you have a hat if you can. I probably can't put a hat on me. I'll try to find a visor or something where I can just like place on my head and for shade purposes. But make sure you have water. If you come out, we will definitely have water at our table. So if you need water, you can stop by, but definitely stop by our table, see our goodies that we have. I would definitely what do you call it? I'm laughing at my daughter right now. I would definitely have water at my table, but stop by our table. You will see that we have our Belac store. We put together a book where you can see all the items that we carry in the store. We have put together we've been bagging up the inventory, so shirts and things that we have in stock, we've been bagging that up and putting price tags on them and things of that nature. Again, I'm just excited to be able to get back out in the field. We have been to Apopka a few times, and there's a lot of childhood cancer kids that are in the Apopka Winter Garden area. So come on out, stop by, bring some kids. I'm not sure if they're going to have bounce houses. I have to contact her to find out, is it kid friendly, and I'll try to do another live. I will do another live later because I want you to see the nice packaging and stuff that we're putting together for our inventory. But come on out to the park. It is, again, it's Alonzo Williams Park. I want to say, I'm trying to see what the address is off the top of my head. I want to say the address is 225 MA Board. I don't know if it's street or avenue. I'm scrolling. I don't see it. I had it somewhere on one of my. I had it somewhere on my. Okay, let's see. Nope. None of these flyers have it. But again, it's Alonzo Williams Park in Apopka, Florida. So I'm quite sure if you pull it up, it's a known park, or it has to be a community park. It has all the information outside of it. So come on out to see the festivities that are going on. Be supportive of those people who are endeavoring to bring awareness. So again, if you like motorcycles, if you like bikes, I say just come out. If you don't, I love to see motorcycles, especially those people who invest in nice motorcycles that have the music, the lights, just all kind of different styles of motorcycles. And just come out and enjoy the day, have fun. But come out to stop by our table. If you haven't registered for our annual Childhood Cancer 5K event, you can do that. If you have not, if you want to talk to us about anything about the 5K event. We are 42 days away from our annual childhood cancer 5K event, and so you can ask questions, you can register for the event, you can make a donation. We have any questions that you have for our organization. We are getting ready to embark on our 8-year anniversary, and so we're super excited about that. I'm this week, if you haven't kept up with our lives, on the 10th, which was a couple of days ago, was the day that we started our journey 8 years ago. It was a Monday, June the 10th, where we went to the hospital, and not knowing then that would be our last visit at the hospital, and then Caleb would pass away on the 16th of this month. So we're getting ready to also celebrate, or not celebrate, we are getting ready to commemorate and remember his life that he lived on the 16th, which is next week, Wednesday. So day one went smooth, because I do remember things that happened with him. You know, I remember the week like it just happened. I always remember this week. My daughter said you can't heal from it, if I can't remember her exact words, but I am definitely healed from his loss, from him passing away. But I will never ever stop grieving and remembering the things that we had to go through, because I was his mom, I am his mother, and I will always remember those moments that we had. And so today, 8 years ago, it was Wednesday, June the 12th, and it was the last time that he spoke to me, or the last time that he spoke. And so for that, as a mom, I always remember that. I always remember what he said. I always remember just life with Caleb for those 8 years. And so it's Sharing Saturday. Why we do what we do, who we are, all of that reflects back to that little boy who had a spirit of love, who had a heart of gold, who always smiled. And so that's why our slogan is changing the lives of others one smile at a time. It's extremely hard to push through losing a child when you have other children that you watch grow and make bad choices, and excel and make good choices, and are indifferent and not sure sometimes. And then you have a child where you'll never see them get to the next step or get to that point in life. You'll never see them in their highs or their lows, or their accomplishments, or things that they didn't accomplish so well. I don't call them failures, I just say just the bumps in the road, some of those things that you'll never encounter. And so again, it's a process. Grief comes in different stages. I think on Monday I cried, because it's just like thinking about all the good times we had, knowing that we can never recreate any of those, and we can never create more. Sometimes it's just not, I don't even know how to put it in words, but it's just one of those things in life. So that's why I say we need to love at all costs. Love, over reason. Like, why do you need a reason to love somebody? If you our longing, our life longs to be loved. If you're not a person that longs to be loved, and I had to tell one of my daughters that, she was saying, I don't want this, I don't do that, I don't want this, in realms we were talking about relationships. And I said, here's the thing I'm hearing from you. You want to be loved, and you want to be loved by the right person, and there's nothing wrong with that. So our life yearns to be loved, to be held, to have someone to appreciate us, to care about us. And so that's what life is all. That's what I feel life is all about, is to give back and to help. And so that's what we do here at the organization. We are the Caleb Solomon Williams Black Foundation. We strive to raise awareness for and funds for kids with cancer. We provide financial assistance and support back to those families who are affected by childhood cancer in the Florida area. We're here located in Central Florida, but we provide services to those families who reside in Florida. We typically, before COVID hit, in 2019 and previously, we would go out every single weekend, or at least 2 or 3 times each weekend in the month, and we would do events and raise awareness. Everywhere we go, you would see me with green, some form of green on. If you see me, I have on green most days. The green stands for, or it's for, the lymphoma, which is the type of cancer Caleb had, T-cell lymphoblastic lymphoma. The gold that you see us wear represents National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So gold, well, it represents childhood cancer, but we wear it in September, predominantly in September, because that's National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Yes, we have a color. Yes, we have a month. Most people do not realize that all of this stuff is going on. All of this stuff is going on 365. Childhood cancer is 365. A lot of times I tell people, you know, we talk about the trips and the toys and the gifts and the giveaways and all of that stuff that goes on, but we never think about the hardship that families who have a child that's been diagnosed with cancer are handed. Not just the fact of a child with cancer. Most of the times that those families have other children. So you have a child that you're battling cancer with, and then you have other siblings in the household, and or you might have siblings outside of the household. You might be a double family. You might be a two-parent family. You might be a single parent. I've seen grandparents raising kids with cancer. We've seen it all. And when it comes to the financial portion part of it, nobody ever talks about the bills that get backed up, the hospital bills that get stacked up, food that they need. I tell people, if you look around your house and how much do you use toilet paper, paper towels, paper plates, toiletries, mouthwash, toothpaste, toothbrushes, deodorant, all of those things that you use in your house. The same thing that our families use. We do care packages for our families. We do gift cards. We are honored, so honored that my church family is recognizing our organization. My pastor is a yearly sponsor. Our church is a yearly sponsor to our organization, but we have a Bible discovery. It's like it's like Vacation Bible School, but it's a Bible discovery, and it starts this week, and we're super honored to be on their list of people that they thought about to raise awareness for and to impact. And so kudos to my church family. Kudos to Kim Hill, who always thinks about our organization and supports us, especially during this time. I tell her it's something about all the events that she has. They either happen in June, which is the month that Caleb passed, or July, which is, yes, the month that we have our annual Childhood Cancer 5K, but also it's his birthday month as well. And so it's like, you always get me on those tough months, but I think she does it to continue to push me. And so as we prepare to, like I said, remember his passing next week, I just want you to like and share. I tell people all the time, you may not ever be able to provide $1 financial assistance. You may not be aware of our BGT, which is our Be Like Giving Tuesday, where every Tuesday we ask you to donate a minimum of $7 to our cause every Tuesday. You may not be aware that we have Awareness Wednesday going on each and every week, and today it's Sharing Saturday. So you may not be aware that we do Sharing Saturday every single Saturday. So we go over the spiel of who we are, what we do and why we do what we do. I'm your president, not the founder. I'm the president of Caleb Solomon Williams Foundation. BLAC Foundation is Caleb's name spelled backwards, and it stands for Believe Every Life Acquires a Cure. There's so many people who we may come in contact with. They know the name, they don't know what it means, they don't know what it stands for. So we want you to be aware of everything in our organization. We want you to understand why we do what we do, but we also want you to be able to, if you share with someone, if you can't tell anyone anything else, we want you to at least know who we are and what we do. For one, we want you to know what the green and the gold represents in our organization, why we wear those colors. And so we just want you to share. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we are on YouTube, but we really want you to take a moment. Like I said, if you can, you may not ever be able to donate 1 cent, 1 penny, 1 cent to our cause, but guess what you can do? You can share, you can like, you can join our 5K. It's not going to just be in person. We know there's a lot of people who still aren't going out. We're still wearing masks and all of that stuff. But what you can do is you can share it. You can just click the button on there somewhere. It says share invite. You can share our event. It's BLAC annual childhood cancer 5K on Facebook, and join the event. And their link to register is right on the event. You can register for our event to be in person or virtually. We're doing both. So if you register for virtual, you'll still get the same perks that the people in person get. You just won't be there. We're still looking for vendors. If you would like to be a vendor, we're still taking sponsorships. We take sponsorships 365. So if your business or organization would like to sponsor our event, contact us. We have people who sponsor the event personally, and so we love them as well. And so again, if you want to sponsor the event, become a vendor, you have products and services to sell. If you're in the field, like Be the Match is one of our vendors this year, and you have literature that it's so urgent to be a part of Be the Match, Donate Life, One Blood, any kind of plasma centers, all of these things. If you remember posts 5 years ago where people were bussing down downtown Orlando, I think it's on Michigan. People were busting down the donation center. They couldn't even see everybody. There were so many people in line for donations. It was crazy. But what you don't realize is a lot of those donors, you probably couldn't even use the blood, because it has to be screened, it has to be tested. So if you're a regular donor, you're getting your regular test and all of that stuff, it's that much easier to know the process. A lot of people who went through it didn't know the ins and outs of it. The questionnaires, sometimes you answer questions on there that'll defer you. So knowledge is power. So we want you to be aware of the things that are going on. We support so many different businesses and people personally, and in return they do the same thing. So we're just, I say, honored. I would never have said that this would be my life and my passion 20 years ago, 10 years ago. I would have never thought that this would be my walk of life. But new levels every day, I tell you, since we have become an organization, and I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. So I will post our Sharing Saturday. I will post the event. I will post our Facebook, Instagram, or of course this is Facebook, but our Instagram and our YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is where I upload all of these. So if you ever miss a live, they're always uploaded on our YouTube channel. And just be a support system. If you ever have any questions, ever have any questions, you could always go to our website, which is belacfoundation.org. Leave us a message. You can email us directly Caleb Williams 201 at yahoo.com. And then you can always call the office. Today, yes, the office is closed on the weekends, but the phone is 24 hours. Somebody's backing up into me. The lines are forwarded to me right now as I'm out. So you could always call the office. Our office number is 405-7790. It's a landline, but it is forwarded. We have forwarded the calls to my cell phone. And so if you have any questions about how to participate in our annual childhood cancer 5K, how to support us 365 any time of the year, anything you have questions for, but contact us, be a part. Don't just sit on time and wait till you find out that a friend, a family member, or you see September come and you see all these sad stories of childhood cancer. Be aware today, just like we need to be aware of post HIV, diabetes, all of the different things in life. We want you to be aware of childhood cancer. We are determined to take childhood cancer to the next level. And even on that note, before I close out, we are getting ready for September. So we have the Orlando Eye, Lake Nona, the beacon at Lake Nona, where we light up the lights, and Lake Eola. We already are working in progress. We have some dates set for those. Talia's Legacy is always the host, and we always partner with them to make it a successful event. And so we're super excited because September is going to be here quick. So we want you to follow us. Make sure you jump back on, tune in later on today, where we'll be repackaging the rest of our BLAC gear. If you want to come out to the park tomorrow and shop with us, you can order online. We do have an album now with our store, and so that's loaded on this page. You can go ahead and scroll through that. I will try to update the pictures with what the name of it is, as well as the prices for them. I have not had time. We just loaded the pictures on, but our actual book, where we have our store, we created a little 3-ring binder. We created a book, and it has all of our products in it with the prices on it. So super excited to just be moving forward each and every day, each and every month, each and every year. Super excited about this event that we will be at tomorrow. So bring your chairs, umbrellas, sunscreen, your water. Come on out to the park, Alonzo Williams Park, Apopka, Florida. Make sure you are aware of childhood cancer, and don't forget to come back on later, jump on the live later, so that you will see all the nice inventory we have. So we have to get it done today because the event is tomorrow. So we have a lot of work to do. So hope you are having a spectacular Saturday. It's Sharing Saturday, and we ask you to do what? Share childhood cancer where you live, where you work, and where you play. Talk to you later.